Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here on YOUCANIC we have our 2012 Hyundai Sonata, and we're going to go over how you would replace your regulator motor, the window regulator motor. So to start with, we have a little cover down here that you pop over. You don't remove it completely, it's attached. You just got it down in here, you'll see a nice little square to be able to pop that over, and then there's a screw behind that, and then right here is a cover that you'll need to you'll pop out, and that way you have a screw here, and while we're at it, we'll pop this cover here so that when we go to remove the door panel, it doesn't interfere with this. Okay, so we're going to undo these two screws, which are just a Phillips. Okay, so we've removed those two screws. Now we can go around the whole door perimeter and get the push pins that hold it in to pop out. Right down here, you can feel it right there. There's an indent where you can get your tool in. Okay, so we've got that little cover off, it's holding this, and we've got the push pins pulled out in the back. Now we'll be able to remove this. Okay, and so you remove it like this, and then when you get back here, then you can just push. There's a little tab here that you can push and be able to remove this connection that holds that part of the door. And then you'll want to also we have the electric that goes to the window door switch. That you want to undo. And then they have this one, another electrical connector here. We squeeze and pull and undo. And that way we have all the electrical connections undone to be able to remove the full door panel, and we'll set that aside. Inner door panel removed. Now you'll be able to take out these three bolts, undo this one electrical connector, and you can pop this motor off. All right, so squeeze these two connectors together and be able to pull that out and unhook it. And then these are either a T20 or a 7mm. We'll be able to remove these. We've got three of them. Pull them out, and then you just pull this whole window regulator out. Or the motor. You pull the motor out. And things you're going to look for, like if it wasn't working. Now, if the motor itself's not working, well, then the motor has gone bad itself. But say it's spinning, but it's not doing what it needs to. You're going to check these teeth, see if these teeth wore off, if they broke off, or if these teeth did. Now, if these teeth broke, well, then you have to buy the whole window regulator, which is this big old panel that's mounted on it. If it's just these teeth, you just can buy the motor and just put this on. So if you're replacing this, same thing, you just put it back on, line up those splines. And just press it into place. And when they're tightened up, then you'll be able to just snap your electrical connector back on there. And so that's how you would replace just your window regulator motor on your 2012 Hyundai Sonata. So you're going to hold the door away a little bit, where you can be able to hook up the electric. And then with that hooked up, then you can just take this connector and you literally just need to put the front tab of it in and then snap lock it into place, and that's good. And now you'll grab the door. I'm going to raise it up. And we get it to sit in the weather stripping there. And then once it's sat in the weather stripping, you can work your way around by pushing all the push pins that hold the door on. And then we've got a screw that goes right here, and we have a screw that goes right there. Okay. So we've got this screw here. And then we have the screw that goes down here in the pocket where your fingers go to close the door. We got that tight, and then there's a little cover that you would just cover that screw up with. And then we've got this plate that's going to go in here to cover that screw. Just place it in and then just press on it to snap it into place. And then last, you would take this little piece of molding and be able to situate it over here and snap that into place. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.